Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Bhante.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay. I want to play the record and you listen to it, and then I recite it line by line, and then you repeat after me. First, listen to this. Yo che vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang. Again. Yo che vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang. Okay, you repeat after me.
Bhante, we did this last week.
What?
We did this last week.
No, we didn't.
No. This is a new one.
This is a new one.
Okay. Sorry.
The three lines are like the last line is new line. Okay? Yo che vassa satang jive
Yo che vassa satanjive
apasang amatang padang
apasang mamatang
ekahang jivitang seyo
ekahang jivitang seyo
passato amatang padang.
passato amatam padang.
Yo che. Now let me recite two lines by two lines and I give the meaning. You can see the meaning. Yo che vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang.
Yo te
Satanjive apasang amatam padang
Ekahang jivitang se yo passato amatang padang.
ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatam padang.
Okay. You can listen to it once again if you like. Yo che vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang. Yo che is here even che even yo one vasa satang for 100 years jive might live apasang without seeing amatam padang the deathless. Last week he didn't say amatam padang. Amatam deathless. Mata means death. Mata means died actually. Amatang means not dying. So it is translated as the deathless. Padang state ekahang of one day, jivitang alive, seyo is better, passato for one seeing, amatang the deathless padang state. One might live for 100 years without seeing the deathless state, but a life of one day is better for one seeing the deathless state. The stanza are very much like the previous one, but the story is different. The story goes like this. You remember in the Buddha's life, when he went to the pleasure garden and returned, after seeing an old person, sick person, dead person, and a mendicant. When Siddhartha Gautama was returning to the palace, there was a woman who was looking through her upper palace window. Her name was Kisa Gautami. And seeing Siddhartha, so majestic, handsome, young, 29 years old, she said there, Nibbuto nuna sa mata, Nibbuto nuna so pita, Nibbuta nuna sa nari, Yassayang idiso pati. The mother who has son like him is happy, peaceful, free from suffering. Father who has son like this is peaceful, liberate from samsara. Wife who has son like husband like this must be peaceful and happy and delightful. When she said this, recited this stanza very out loud, Siddhartha heard this and said, yes, that is good. You remind me my message. This is what I want to do. I am going to make them happy, my mother, father, my wife. And he sent her a necklace that he was wearing. So this woman was very thin and slim, coming from a Sakyan family called Gautama. Her name was Kisa Gautami. So anyway, she was very pleased to receive this necklace. So Siddhartha Gautama left home and became Buddha. And when he went and became Buddha, she also got married to a very, very rich family. Very rich family. They were then after marrying, she had a baby, boy. When this boy was very, very fondly playing toddler, when he was just managed to walk around, suddenly he died. And since this was her first child, and also she has never seen death in her family, she was distraught, grief-stricken. He was in despair. And she thought her son was sick. And she went from house to house, person to person, asking someone to help give her some medicine. to her son. She thought the son was really sick. So people neglected her, ignored her, thought that she was a very foolish woman. So one day one man, a very wise person, seeing this woman carrying her dead child, she asked him to give her some medicine. She said, "Dear lady, I don't know any medicine for such a child. I know a doctor." Then she asked him, "Who is that doctor?" He said, "That doctor is in Rama. Go there. He knows medicine for this." So she immediately ran to the Rama where the Buddha was living. And putting the child in front of the Buddha, she said, "Please help me. I want to get my child cured." Then Buddha immediately knew this woman was very distraught, grief-stricken, and Buddha devised a method, a way to teach her the meaning of death. So he asked her to bring and a pinch of mustard seed, not handful, but little mustard seed from a house where nobody has died. So she said, "Of course it is very easy." When she was leaving, Buddha said, "Make sure that you bring mustard seed from a house where nobody has died." So she went from house to house, one house, and said, "Please, do you have mustard seed?" He said, "Yes." "Could you give me some mustard seed? I want to make some medicine for my child." So when they went inside the house to get mustard seed, she asked, "By the way, has anybody died in your family?" They said, "Lady, people who are living are very few compared to the people who died in our family. My mother died, father died, grandmother died, grandfather died, my brother died, my sister died." And she said, "No, no, no, then I don't need my mustard seed for my house." Then she went to another house, the same story, another house. So she went round the whole village asking for mustard seed from a house where nobody was dead. Then she realized, well, every step she took looking for mustard seeds from a house where nobody was dead, every step he took forward, her slowly matured in wisdom. And then finally realized, yes, everybody said this my child is now dead, and therefore I cannot revive, I cannot find medicine. So on the way she found a cemetery, charnel ground. So she very softly, gently, kindly, with full of love and grief, deposited the dead body of this child in the charnel ground and went to see the Buddha. Then Buddha asked her, "Where is the child? Where is the mustard seed?" Then she said, "Venerable sir, thank you very much for teaching me the nature of life. I know my child was dead. I left the child in the charnel ground. Please help me become a nun." Then Buddha sent her to a nunnery where she was ordained. Now, she was Kisa Gautami nun. After becoming a nun, one day she lit a lamp and then saw the flame of the lamp was burning. She very closely, attentively, mindfully paid attention to the flame. And she saw the flame, although it looks one, it is made up of many, many tiny little flames, which all were appearing and passing away, appearing and passing away, appearing and passing away at a very high speed. And then, by looking at that, she attained enlightenment, attained stream entry, once returner, never return, and full enlightenment. And in Anguttara Nikaya, in 8th Dagga Pali, Buddha declared that among bhikkhus, bhikkhunis who attain enlightenment very quickly, among bhikkhunis who attain enlightenment very quickly, Kisa Gautami is number one. Kisa Gautami is number one. So she attained enlightenment. What made her attain enlightenment? Seeing the death of her own child. And Buddha said in many places, death is death begins at the moment of birth. Once born, death comes along with that. No one can stop it. No human, no divine, no nothing. No Brahmas can stop it. Friends, this is the story. And we can understand the story. And the essence of the story, the lesson we can learn from the story is that we all die one day, sooner or later. And therefore, this is a subject of what you call Marana Sati. Marana Sati, reflection of the nature of death. Why you want to reflect on the nature of death? Because we want to get rid of our fear of death. Secondly, and even most importantly, we want to reflect on death to live meaningfully. To live meaningfully. It is a very wonderful teaching. When we think of death, we think, why should we hold grudge against somebody? Why should we become so greedy? Why should we become jealous? We die anyway one day, and therefore we must live in harmony, in peace, in work, think with loving friendliness, speak with loving friendliness, work with loving friendliness, in thoughts, words, deeds. We practice 4 sublime states: metta, karuna, mudita, upekka. And we live a moral life, and we practice meditation. The life is not too long. We live a very short life, and one day we die. And therefore, Kisa Gautami's story is a very important story for all of us to remember. We should not keep anger, hatred, grudge against anybody. So keep in this mind, the story in mind. When people are unmindful, just face their time, doing all sort of hanky-panky things, and never remember that we die. The Buddha said, therefore, one might live for 100 years without seeing the deathless state, but a life of one day is better for one seeing the deathless state. Amatam Padan. We are dying every moment, just like the candle, the flame is burning, when the oil wick exhaust, the flame goes out, dies. Similarly, we die. Oh, friends, now once again I want to recite this stanza. You listen to it.
Yoje vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang.
Okay, now I think I recite only once and then you repeat after me and then I like you to recite it by yourself. Okay. Yo che vassa satang jive
Yo te
Satanjive
apasang amatang padang
Apasamatam Padam
ekahang jivitang seyo
Ekahang
Ekaham Jivitam
jivitam
passato amatang padang.
Passato
Amatang
Amatam
padang.
Okay, first recite Dr. Tanaka.
Yocha vassa satam jive appasan amatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo passato amatam padam.
Good, Nina.
Yoche vassa satam jive apasam amatam padam ekahang jivitam seyo passato amatam padam.
Very good. Xiao Chuang.
Yoche pasasatang jive apasang omatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo puasato amatang padang.
Good, Philip.
Yoche Vassa Satam Jive Appasam Amatam Padam Ekaham Jivitam Seyo Passato Amatam Padam.
Good, Dayani.
Yo te vasa satang jive pasang anatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo pasato amatang padang.
And Hideyuki.
Yoche wassa satanji we apasang amatam padam eka hanji vitan seyo Passato amatam padam.
Very good. Lori.
Yoche vasatam jeve apasasam amatam padam. Ekaham jevitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Karuna.
Anu?
Karuna. No? In the library, Karuna? No? Okay. Maitri.
Yoche vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang.
Okay. Then Samaneri Tissa.
Chevasasatang jive apasangamatang padam. Ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padam.
Good. Bhikkhuni Tisarini.
Yo te vasa satam jive apasam amatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Okay. Satima.
Yoche wasa satang jive apasangamatang padang ekang jivitang seyo pasato amatang padang.
Okay. Srima.
Yoche vasta satam jive apasam mamatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Okay. Inoka.
Yochevasa satam jive apasam amatam padam. Ekaham jivitam seyo passato amatam padam.
Good. Susan. I cannot hear you.
Yoche vasa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekaham jivitang seyo pasato amatang padang.
Okay. Visakha. Vinay.
Yoche vasasatam jive appasam amatam padam. Ekaham jivitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Good. Anoma.
Yoche vasa satam jive apasam amatam padam ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatam padam.
Okay. Good. Suhanti.
Yoche vasa satam jive apasam amatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Good. Malit.
Yoche vasasatam jive apasam amatam padam
ekaham jivitam seyo passato amatam padam. Good. Nimi.
Yo savassa satam jive appasam amatam padam. Ekaham jivitam sayo passato amatam padam.
Chaturi.
Yo cheva satam jive apasam amatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo passato amatam padam.
Good. Atanas.
Yo cheva satam jive apasam amatam padam ekaham jivitam seyo pasato amatam padam.
Okay, there is one unnamed, only number here. Who is that?
That is me, Bhante.
Who?
Samanti Sirimane.
Huh?
Samanti Sirimane.
Samanti Sirvani. Okay.
Yoche vassa satang jive apasang amatang padang ekahang jivitang seyo passato amatang padang.
Okay, very good. Is there anybody who did not recite? Okay. I hope you all recited. Huh? I'm glad that you all recited. I'm glad that there are more people today. And one more stanza to go to end this chapter called Sahasra 100. And then this is chapter number 8. There are 26 chapters. Then each chapter has several stanzas. Sometimes there is a story for one stanza. Sometimes there is a story for two stanzas, depending on the contents. So, friends, we have we have come to the end of today's session. Now we do meditation. We have finished very quickly today. And now it is time for us to meditate. Okay, let me go and see what can we do now for meditation. Okay. Okay. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere. Neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another, as a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child. Even so, towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment, whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake. one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. With this metta thought, we meditate. As I mentioned, friends, these are the thoughts we have to cultivate all the time because nobody knows when we die. We die with these thoughts. The Buddha said if we die with these thoughts, with metta, if we don't attain enlightenment by practicing metta, we would be reborn in Brahma realm. Uttaring appati vijjanto Brahma lokupagovati. If we do not attain stream entry and so on, in this life, we will be reborn in Brahma realm. Since, as I mentioned in Kisagotami's stories, we all must remember that we die. Don't waste your time. As we said, Buddha said, even if you live 100 years without practicing Dhamma, without mindfulness, without seeing the rising and falling, without seeing the Nibbana, the deathless state, is not important. The most important, even if you live only one day, seeing Nibbana or attaining Nibbana, that day is better than 1,000 or million years that we live. And therefore try to practice meditation. I'm glad we have at least 25 minutes to meditate today. Okay? By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish, may I join always with the wise, until the time I attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering, may the fear struck be free from fear, may the grieving be free from grief, so too may all beings be. From the highest realm of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Sadhu, 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 sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu,
This is the
sadhu.
end of our today's session. I am glad that you all came and participated in this last stanzas. And you all know the story of Kisa Gautami, and she attained enlightenment by just seeing the flame of light, lamp. So I want to end this session. May all those who are in hospitals suffering from various diseases, taken care of by doctors, nurses, and hospital staff, may they all really return to normal life and practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. All the doctors, nurses, hospital staffs who are taking care of these people also find time to practice Dhamma meditation and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who have lost their loved ones may still be grieving. May they also be free from grief and finally attain Nibbana by practicing Dhamma. May all those who are in various trouble spots, grief, the discrimination, war zones, poverty-stricken, and so forth, may they all find time to practice Dhamma, understand the nature of Dhamma, and attain liberation from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, up and below. All those who are in 10 directions, human, divine, animals, the ghosts, goblins, whoever is in a state of life, be well, happy and peaceful, and finally may they all attain Nibbana. And friends, that is the end of today's session, and see you again next week. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante.
Sarai
Thank you,
Bhante,
Thank
Bhante.
thank
you,
you.
Bhante.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhante.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank
Bhante.
you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Good to
Good night. Good night.